Hello, just another quick update. I said, I think in my last video, I was just a little shift of gears. I was just painting up some ACW casualties. I just finished those, so I thought I'd stick them up here as well. Just record what I'm doing as much as anything else. Hopefully, people can take something from it. Yeah, this was a pack I picked up. I think, yeah, they were Perry Miniatures American Civil War casualty pack. Some really nice figures actually. Yeah, a few sort of laying down completely prone, and then a few others in some sort of quite interesting poses as well. So yeah, they should be useful for markers and just general sort of scenery. So yeah, there's 6 in the packet. I painted up 3 Confederates and 3 as Unions. I also had this guy knocking around, a little drummer boy. I think he's a Perry figure. I picked him up from a guy at the club who was sort of selling off a few extras and spares he had, and most of them were Perry's, so I think that was too. But yeah, he's a nice little figure. And then, as I say, yeah, the casualty figures. I'll put some photos up at the end, but just give you a sort of rough overview there. There's this guy. Just looks like he's just been shot. I did try and stick a bit of blood on his coat there, on his chest, but you can't particularly see it. Just put a little bit there, sort of. This is it looks like the bullets literally just hit him, so I put a tiny bit of blood there, as though it's just started to ooze, for want of a better word. Another Union guy, this time laying down. Pool of blood on the floor. I used the Citadel Blood for the Blood God paint, which seems to be ideal for this kind of thing, to be honest. And another guy there who's clearly been hit in the stomach and bleeding out. And then some Confederates as well. Got a guy there, guy on the left being carried through. He's got a lot of blood on his leg, so sort of been shot in the knee, thigh kind of area. If you look at the back, he's sort of skipping along, keeping that leg off the floor, so that seemed like a sensible place to put the blood. Guy there running away. It's just like the fact his hat is just sort of coming back off his head as he's running away. Gives a real impression that he's running away at speed. I think he'd be a sort of a decent marker to use with a unit that's broken or something like that, as opposed to necessarily a casualty. And then you get this other Confederate guy laying down the floor. Another pool of blood again. Yeah, so not a huge amount to say about them, just useful markers really for disorder or say breaking, whatever it might be. And the drummer boy, you can actually, in sharp practice at least, you can actually add a musician character to your force to get some extra bonuses. So if I do that, that'll probably be the figure that I'd use for the Union forces at least. Yeah, so not a lot to say. I'll put up some stills at the end, but yeah, very, very nice figures. I'd highly recommend those to anybody that's looking for any sort of casualties. The other thing I was going to say, I meant to say at the weekend, I meant to say before my last video actually, but I went off to an event at the weekend. I meant to say before, in case anyone who's watching this was likely to have been there. It's probably a long shot, but I went to T-Fat Lardy's game day down in Exeter called Clotted Lard. Highly recommend that if anyone's into the T-Fat Lardy games. There was a lot of sharp practice and chain of command mainly. I think there was some Ain't Been Shot Mum and Bag the Hun as well, so there was at least 4 different games on there. I had a couple of games of sharp practice, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Beautiful tables, beautiful figures, really well run, really well looked after. Everybody I spoke to was really civil, really pleasant, really welcoming. It was a really, really good day. I only knew one other person there, and he was running a game which I wasn't playing, so yeah, got chatting to loads of new people and had a really nice time. Afterwards as well, which I think is traditional with those sorts of events, went out for a few drinks and a curry, and it was really, really good. Unfortunately, I had to go and get the last bus back home at about 10 to 11. So, but things were still going strong when I left. So yeah, it was a really, really good night, really good day. So yeah, if I did run into anyone there, sorry I didn't realise at the time, but yeah, it was a good day. And if anyone else is into those kind of games, I'd highly recommend that. I've got a couple of photos of that as well. I'll stick those up at the end, with the disclaimer that none of my figures, none of my table layout, it was all provided and all done by somebody else. But it was really, really impressive. It made for a really good day. As I say, a couple of games of sharp practice. I think it was an ACW in the morning, and then a sort of Napoleonic Peninsula game in the afternoon. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in as well. Highly recommend it if anyone's thinking about anything like that. Other than that, just as I say, just a quick update. Next thing, I've just started on some more ACW figures. Just a couple of groups of horse holders, which again is sort of a useful marker for sharp practice at least. So that won't take me too long to do. So just something else to get out the lead mountain, really. Yeah, so that's all I want to say, really. Hope everybody's well. Watching all your videos, really enjoying them. Keep them coming. And yeah, so I hope you're well. Hope your projects are going well. Look after yourselves, and we'll speak to you again soon. Thanks very much. Take care.